Hi everyone, it's day 3 of the ISA Sign Expo 2023. My name is Timothy Mitchell and I am here in the Fiery and CADLink booth. Okay, I'm here with my friend Chris Showalter. Chris, you have a very impressive title. What's your title?
Thank you. Oh, my title is Global Sales Director.
Global Sales Director for Fiery and?
Fiery Display Graphics, which combines a multitude of different products.
Okay, tell me a couple of things. I have some questions. We'll
Perfect.
lead with some questions. First is, I hear Fiery is sort of an autonomous, independent thing, an entity now. Is that correct?
Correct. Early this year, somewhere in January, we made a fairly big announcement actually. So Fiery is no longer part of EFI, or actually be split out in 2 separate companies. I think what maybe some people actually don't know, Fiery was always the start of the organization, right?
Yeah.
So, and then Fiery started investing in other technologies, and we grew
Yes.
and grew. And part of that strategy was that, we have some very big customers that are in toner cut sheet, and therefore we decided to invest in inkjet. But while our customers are growing as well, obviously, everyone is doing inkjet now, and it came a little
Right.
bit convoluted, and it wasn't quite clear, is EFI now your friend or your partner, or who are we? And now with that separation, Fiery being a completely independent company, and we happen to be the biggest independent rib manufacturer on the planet, it's very clear. We are your friend. We are focused on pretty much having the printer outperform the customer's expectation.
So now, regardless of what print technology you have, they should feel comfortable going to Fiery to drive their printers or cutters or finishing machines or anything else.
100%, and you're saying the right thing. Regardless of the print technology, we're a market leader in toner, we're a market leader in inkjet, we have single pass inkjet, and we're actually venturing in some other inkjet markets, which I think we'll talk about in a minute.
Yes, we are going to talk about it in a minute, because you have, so Fiery has also acquired a new company. Now, a company I'm familiar with, because I go way back with SignLab. I go back to SignLab, to the 90s,
Awesome.
Okay,
Perfect.
so I'm familiar with that family, and now CADLink is part of the Fiery family.
Exactly, and if you're so familiar, maybe I start asking you questions.
No, I'm not that
very
familiar.
new to it. I mean, in all reality, we as Fiery, we play in so different segments. I mean, we went to the ceramic space, 10 years ago. We went into the industrial textile space multiple years ago. And we are very, very aware that every segment needs some very specific functionality. And we're always taking a very good look, and we don't have the, have to be engineered here kind of syndrome.
Sure.
We're taking a look at what does the segment require, what are the functionalities, and who's the best player in that segment. And we can partner, we can develop, or we can acquire. And clearly the DTG, direct to garment, and especially the DTF space, direct to film, which was completely new to me. Obviously you already know
Yeah.
it, but it was new to me. I mean, it's an exploding space, especially in the COVID times actually, because we see a lot of people obviously doing some home shop customization, etc. So it's an exploding space, some very specific requirements, and that's exactly the reason why we acquired CADLink, because they have the right product in the space.
Sure.
And they're actually owning the space by far.
Yes, and we are invested enormously as LexJet in the DTF with a partnership with Mamaki.
Mm-hmm.
We've been waiting for a major manufacturer and engineering company to come out with a direct-to-film that has the whole thing under one umbrella. I want to know that the white ink is circulating properly, that the white ink has been tested with the print heads, that everything is integrated just like a UV printer or a solvent printer or anything else, and that Mamaki takes the responsibility that that's going to market with all of the pieces working in harmony. Then I need to look at the software, and that's where CADLink comes in, because CADLink is a very important player in the direct-to-film software space.
Yeah.
So I want the new Mamaki DTF and the CADLink to speak. I'm assuming that's a project in the works.
100%. We love the Mamaki machine. We're in very close collaboration with Mamaki. I see it exactly like you. It's a very interesting space because it's kind of the opposite of what we're seeing in the display graphics space, where
Right.
we have, let's say, major brands being the main players, but then Chinese vendors coming in a little bit later. And the DTF space is the opposite around. So we're very excited about having Mamaki come into the space and having this turnkey solution that can provide our customers support, service, etc. So we are in close relationship. We are planning to partner with Mamaki at FESPA. We're going to have Mamaki at the FESPA booth.
Sure.
And we will show that. And yes, CADLink has those specific functionalities that you need to drive a DTF printer like that.
Fantastic. Look, thank you very much for your time and explaining this new, first explaining the autonomy of Fiery. And I'm an old Fiery user and a big fan. I think it's great that you guys have staked out this independence where any printer, any technology, you guys are going to become, I'm assuming you aspire, like you're the global dominant, and in any printer you use and have everything integrated.
Yeah. One thing that's very important to me, though, is for existing customers, EFI customers, our relationship does not change. EFI is our biggest OEM. Before it was an internal customer, now it's an external customer. As an EFI ViewTech customer, you have a relationship with ViewTech. You bought the Fiery from ViewTech. I'm servicing them. You have a maintenance contract with me as well. So all those phone numbers, all the service, all the support, that all stays persistent.
Fantastic. And then you guys have the new merger with CADLink and their entire umbrella of family of printers, which do a lot of different things.
Exactly. So together between Fiery XF and Digital Factory, we support over 3,000 different printers now.
How many?
3,000. Over
3,000. Wow. Thank you very much for your time, my friend.
Pleasure,
I'm looking to have this conversation shortly again, and you can inform me of all the new things you have coming out.
Perfect. See you next time.
Bye. Take care.